Hello my people, in this video I'm gonna be breaking down a trade I took on NAS100. It ended up running for 1 to 18. Here's the screenshot before I took the trade, and also the take profit was somewhere down here. It was sent to the group chat. Let me get back to the chart and try to explain now why I took the trade and everything. Now first of all, when I get to the chart right now, what I look for is the trend. I have to look for the trend. I always trade through trend, you understand? Then from this area I can clearly see that you have been bullish. From here we see that we have the bullish pressure and we have a bit of retracement downward, maybe to some kind of institutional candle before pushing upward. And from that one I can clearly see that this one also is the same thing as happening as the one happened here. We can clearly see that we started our bullish pressure from this place. If I take my fib tool, this one is the one half. I have to get my full fib. Right now I have my full fib. Normally when we have a retracement downward, we are supposed to go maybe below the 50% or the 62 or even less than that. That's what usually happens, but that one we still in the 50 upward. Then maybe the market has to sell, maybe come to this area or even down before having the other rally, you understand? Then which means the overall is bullish, but here we are bearish. We have to retrace a bit before going up. Then I will be looking for sales from this place. I have to sell the market, bring it down before buying the market. Maybe I might buy from, I don't know, this area, or even more not likely to come maybe lower, but this place I can target that one. Let me go to the lower time frame to look for my POI or my area of supply. From this place we can clearly see that we broke structure to the downside. We took liquidity, we broke structure to this side. I can clearly take this one as a, what do you call it, a BOS, a break structure to the downside. Not only that one, if I come here and try to zoom in, I can clearly see that we have even more institutional candle that sponsor this breakout structure. And we don't only have this breakout structure, you have minor breakout structure from this place. This one is a minor breakout structure. This one my boss. Not only that one, even this one I can talk about minor breakout structure, and even that one, which means I have a lot of institutional candles. I can take this one as a valid one. I will explain why it's valid later. I take this one, I mark as my POI actually. And come on, sorry, okay, we have this area that I can take also as a valid POI. It might be one of the valid, but I will go later to see which one is more valid, and I have to wait for the market to come to this area and wait for the market to give me some kind of lower time frame confirmation. This one might be valid also, but I see like it's far away. I don't think the market is gonna come to this area before selling off. But if I take my fib tool, we can see clearly the 50% line with this one and the 62 line with this one, but this one didn't line with any of the fib tool. Apart from that, there's one fib tool might be this somewhere here, but more not likely for the market to come there. Now let me go to lower time frame. What I will try to tell you is that, okay, let me get to the 4 again. I will try to explain why I choose those two OBs. For me, for a OB to be valid, it has to break structure and volume must be increased. If I see very well, this one, the last bullish candle before the down move, we can see that we have we have a lot of bearish pressure. We are seeing huge bearish candles, and we broke structure to the downside. We broke structure, the minor structure here we broke, and the bigger structure, which was the one here, we broke also, which means this one is very valid. This one might be valid also because maybe we broke structure to this side. But why I'm saying not valid is because the market came closer to this one and sold off, which means maybe we came to, I don't know, feel this imbalances or something like this. Sometimes this area can be seen as this in liquidity area, because when the market will come here, retail traders are gonna be seeing like this one is a double top. They are trying to short the market, but the market, what the market does is that the market let me take, my computer sometimes getting a bit slow. Okay, the market does something like this, come, give some time confirmation for retailers to sell after the market fucked off and come to this OB before selling off. That's what sometimes usually happen. But let us go to lower time frame. I don't really focus on my OBs, I focus on what's happening currently on the market. If it's giving me some kind of lower time frame confirmation, that's where I take my sales or I take my buy, depending on if I'm looking for a a buy scenario or a sell scenario. Now I have to wait for the market. I have to wait for the market to come to my area and give me some kind of confirmation. If the market doesn't come and give me confirmation, I'm not gonna take the buy or the sell. I'm not gonna take any position. Now I wait for the market. I wait to. It took a while. Let me play a bit faster. Okay. Nice. Went a bit too fast. Okay, I can clearly see that the market came to this one and sort of what usually happens is that people are not patient. When they see like the market came to their OBs, they ran out of fear. Like here when the market came and tap into it, they directly have a sell position here. They directly have a sell position here without even confirmation. Yeah, it might work sometime, but what happened if you just fucked off and continue go ahead? Because if you don't have any uh this thing, any confirmation, the market might just go ahead and try not to respect your supply or your demand zone. Then what you have to do is you look for some kind of lower time frame confirmation from this area. You just wait for the market to sell or buy from the area of POI, and you wait for the retest from some kind of institutional candle or something. Now I go to lower time frame confirmation, lower time frame to look for confirmation, I mean. But clearly we can see this one. We saw this one is the last swing low before we went to our POI. Then I can clearly see we broke this level, which that one will be our chalk or the change of character. What I often look when I have like when I'm looking for confirmation, I'm looking for some kind of change of character, or I don't know, Wyckoff accumulation distribution, something like this. So from this area you can clearly see we have a lot. This one is coming down like in correction, some kind of correction. I can't really take this whole one as a POI, but the one I can really select as a POI is this last bullish candle before the down pressure. With the down pressure we can clearly see volume has increased, and also you have imbalances left behind. You broke structure or change of character, all those things which make leadify this order block to be valid. Now I take that one, i I put it as my POI. This one might be valid also, but I don't count on that one much, this one, because there's no volume. There's no volume. When we are seeing it's coming down, it's coming correctively, this one I can't really take as a valid area. Then what I can do is that I set my limit from this place. I take the trade from that one like this. Some people, even I do actually. Sometimes when I have a OB like this, I can clearly take my flip tool, the opening and the closing on of my POI, and I take one half, like the 50% of the candle, and sometimes I enter the trade from that area. This one, when you enter like this and you are able to get your entry from this place, is gonna be a perfect sniper entry, because you are going to double your risk reward. I said at the beginning that I have a 1 to 18. I had a 1 to 18 from this trade, but if you too, I don't know, from this one with a stop loss just above that one, is gonna be, I don't know, 1 to 30 or even 1 to 35, something like this. You are gonna double the 1 to 18 that I had. Now yeah, let me try to bring back my short tool. I shorted the market from this place, exactly as you can see from the yeah, from this one, from my the screenshot I took before. Now the TPs, I had a lot of TPs. This one is a swing low. If you are like a scalper, you don't really swing, you can maybe target this swing low, which is gonna be like a 1 to what, it might be a 1 to 4 actually. It is a 1 to 4 actually, but what I did is that I swing this trade like this, and I brought till it has to now my target. I know exactly that we are in a downtrend. You are more likely gonna break this low, is that not it? Because when you are in a downtrend, you are creating lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs. You are supposed to break this low if you are really staying in a downtrend. Then my first TP is gonna be this area of liquidity as well, and also a demand zone that sponsored the move to the upside. This is the first TP. This is the first TP for a scalper. This is the second TP. This is the third TP. And the market ended up going to my third TP. I had my setup a 1 to 18 something, a bit down, because I knew it's gonna break this low. Then let us play the market if it really did what I wanted. Let's wait. It took a while. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, and now you hit TP exactly. A 1 to 18, if I can see. I can bring a bit down. Yeah, a 1 to 18. This is what has happened. If I get back to this last screenshot, like when you hit TP, you'll see that is now NAS30. If you want a setup on NAS30, or if you want me to explain how I took this trade from NAS30 or US30, I like both I call them the same thing because their move is pretty much the same thing. That is almost the same move that happened on that one. That's why I'm calling them like this. If I get here, that's the NAS100. You can clearly see it hit the TP exactly. This one the screenshot took before a break the structure, the last TP. You see, this one it was my first TP, or I didn't even put it. This the swing low here was the TP, and this one was the TP as well. We can clearly see that we hit the last TP as well. From that area, we can clearly see that we had this beautiful trade, beautiful setup, simple setup, just with using smart money concept. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this content, then subscribe to my YouTube channel, activate the notification bell to be updated of any video I can post.